So I don't mean to scare you guys or anything, but there's just 3 months left in 2024. Just 90 days to make the most of the rest of this year. I assume you guys clicked on this video because you guys have goals that you want to achieve before the end of this year, and you want to finally reinvent yourself into becoming the person that you've always wanted to be. If that's the case, then you've come to the right place, especially if you feel like you've been slacking a lot recently with your routines and your goals and working out or whatever it is. Because this video is going to help motivate you to get back on track, and I'm going to go through step by step exactly how we're going to do that so that we can become the best version of ourselves for 2025. But first, I wanted to get you guys a little fired up to do this, give you a little burst of motivation. So here is something to keep in mind just to give you that extra little push. The most high leverage, most powerful, and most effective thing that you can do for yourself, no matter what your goal is, whether that's to start your own side hustle or get into shape or start a YouTube channel, is to just start now. You rarely, if ever, look back on your life and think to yourself that you wish you had started something later. No one ever said to themselves, man, I wish that I procrastinated a little bit more on that thing, or I wish I didn't get a head start on that goal or that project. They never say that, and one of the most common regrets that people have is just not starting sooner. Think about future you. What would they thank you for starting today? For me, I am so grateful for past Tika for starting her fitness journey 18 months ago, because along the way I accumulated so much experience and knowledge in fitness and nutrition, and it's become a habit that I've incorporated into my day-to-day life. In a hypothetical parallel universe where Tika didn't start her fitness journey 18 months ago, I would be kicking myself so hard today for not having started back then. So truly, I am just so thankful for past Tika for just starting when she did. Another point on this is just to start before you know how. It doesn't matter what your goal is or how much you already know how to do, because unless you start applying the knowledge that you've accumulated, that knowledge is never going to turn into skill. And that skill and just doing the actions is never going to turn into results. You would be stuck in the same position and you wouldn't have had any progress towards your goals. So I hope that you'll take this video as a sign to just take action, apply your knowledge, make those mistakes, iterate on the solution, make it better, improve with each and every attempt. And that, I guarantee, is going to be the fastest and most effective way to reach your goals. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. Okay, so now that I've got you guys all fired up, hopefully, let's get straight into the step-by-step for how we're going to become the best version of ourselves for 2025. And the best part is the step-by-step guide is so straightforward and so simple that you can pretty much finish the plan in just an hour or maybe a few hours, depending on how much time you want to spend on this and how detailed you want to be with it. But the whole point is that I wanted to make this as actionable as possible so that you have literally zero excuse to not get started today, right after watching this video. The first thing that you're going to do is to pick your focus. Focus is key here. And for the sake of this video, I'm just going to give 2 random examples that I'm going to be using throughout. So number 1 is to get back on track with fitness and working out. And number 2 is to tighten up your personal finances and to just have everything in order. There's a couple reasons why I say to pick 2 goals specifically. The first reason is because 3 months is really not a long time, especially for big life-changing goals. So in order to do this effectively, we need to really laser in on what is most important to us or most urgent to us. Remember that if everything is a priority, then nothing is a priority. The second reason is that research has shown that it takes 66 days to form a new habit. So for simplicity, let's say that's around 2 months. The timeline for our 90-day plan is going to look like this. Let's say we want to start on our fitness goal first. So in the first month of October, we're just going to focus on getting into good habits with our fitness, making sure we have a weekly plan for what we're going to do in order to reach that goal. And for the whole month of October, we're just going to do that alone. We're not even going to touch finances whatsoever. And then once we've had a month to sort of work on the first goal, then in November, that's when we're going to start on the finances goal. So by the end of November, you would have already had 2 months to establish all those good routines and habits for your first goal, which is getting back on track with fitness. And by the end of December, you would have already worked on your financial goals for 2 months, and you would have already ingrained that into your day-to-day habits as well. So this is why I said earlier to just focus on 2 key goals, because by the end of the 3 months, you would have already had 2 months to establish all the necessary habits and routines to really achieve those 2 goals. So I'll tell you guys what my personal goals are for the rest of 2024, because we're doing this together, we're going to finish the year strong together, and because I guess saying it out loud to you guys will also hold me accountable to these goals. The first goal that I have is to really just tighten up my personal finances, because since coming to Australia, I have not been tracking my expenses properly regularly. I need to sort out how much money is going where and all of my investments. And also just having multiple bank accounts in different currencies is a little messy, and I just don't have a very clear overview of my finances. So I really need to sort that out. Second thing is I have some business plans that I really want to bring into fruition before the end of the year. I really want to get out of this planning phase that I've been in for ages, and I just want to start small and go from there. So those are my two key goals that I want to work on before the end of this year. I do have another area of my life that is really important to me at the moment, and that is my health and fitness. But at this point with fitness, it is just maintenance because I've already established a really solid routine and really solid habits. So I'm just going to be doing what I'm already doing, making sure that I just stick to the plan and be consistent with it. So basically where I'm currently at with my health and fitness is kind of where I want to be with my personal finances and also with my business. So the second thing we're going to do is to really break down the plan. We're going to have a plan for exactly what we're going to do every week for each of those two goals that we've identified earlier. And it's really, really important to not skip out on the details at this stage, because the more specific you are, the less likely you're going to deviate from the plan. So a bad example for the fitness goal would be something like, I want to start working out 3 days a week. What does that even mean? What workout are you going to do? What days are you going to do it? What time? And with who? So a better example for the fitness goal would be something like, okay, I'm going to work out 3 days a week, but Monday is going to be my upper body day, and that's going to be at 2 p.m. and I'm going to do that alone at the gym. On Wednesdays is going to be my lower body day, and that's going to be 5 p.m. at the gym alone. Every Friday, I'm going to have a weekly Pilates class with my friend, and we're going to be doing that at 4 p.m. I'll do another example with the finances goal. A bad example would be, I am going to keep track of my expenses and spend less money on eating out. A good example would be, I am going to start using the One Money app to track all my expenses. I'm going to automate all my finances so that every 25th of the month, or whenever payday is, I am going to make sure that 10% automatically goes into another savings account. I am also going to have bi-weekly check-ins with myself just to make sure that I'm on track with my financial goals. And I'm going to do that every single Sunday at 10 a.m. for an hour. So the bottom line is, you need to quantify things where you can, be very specific with the actions that you're going to take, what tools or apps you're going to use to help you, and also specific dates for when you're going to do things. Be so specific that there's no margin of error, to the point where you can see very clearly whether it was done or it wasn't. And that's how you can very clearly measure and track whether you are sticking to the plan or not. Step number 3 is locking in. Put your game plan that you made in the previous step and actually schedule it into your calendar. Block out that time way in advance so there's no other commitments that can get in the way of that. And this is because you've already reserved that time in advance into working on those goals. So with the fitness goal that we mentioned earlier, we said that we would do upper body day every Monday at 2 p.m. at the gym. So literally just schedule that into your calendar as a recurring task or event, so that every Monday from now until December at 2 p.m. you're going to be at the gym doing your upper body day. With the finances goal, we said earlier that we would do bi-weekly check-ins to just have an overview of our financial situation. So in your calendar, every other Sunday, you need to block out an hour of time at 10 a.m. to review all your finances. By booking that time out, you've already locked yourself in advance so that nothing can get in the way of this commitment. So if your friends ask if you want to hang out on Monday at 2 p.m., which to be honest is kind of a weird time to hang out with your friends, you can just tell them no, because you've already blocked into your calendar that Monday 2 p.m. is upper body day at the gym. So you can just tell them, nah, I can't do that, but we can do 4 p.m. instead when I'm done at the gym. This is so that everything else in your life is scheduled around your goals and around your priorities and not the other way around. And there you have it, 3 easy steps to become your best version before the end of 2024. If you guys do end up doing this, then do let me know how you get on. You can drop a comment below, or you can send me an email at hello@tikagaffar.com. I would love to hear about what your goals are and also how you're getting on with them. And also, if you really enjoy this kind of motivational and inspirational content around goal setting and becoming your best version, then feel free to check out some of my other videos on this topic. I will put them on the screen right here for you. With all of that said, I really hope that you guys smash your goals before the end of 2024. You've got this, we've got this, and all we gotta do is just start now, stick to the plan, do our best, and before we know it, we're gonna become our best versions before 2025. Okay guys, take care and see you in the next video.